Good morning and welcome to 8,000 Miles Away. Today is not a fun video so much. It's a video that I ran across that kind of pisses me off to the core. So today's video, I want to have a discussion about a topic that pisses me off to the core, to the absolute core. But I understand why it is what it is, and we as African Americans and people of color are going to have to diametrically change the whole way of thinking, and it will happen. But before we get into this topic, I want to show you a video, and then we'll get right at it. Hold tight.
There is a word that my 5-year-old niece doesn't know exists. It's something she doesn't battle with and it's never escaped her lips. It's a 4-letter, 1-syllable, simple word, hate. Yet it carries so much historical, political, emotional weight that shaped our beliefs, changed what we see, and made us envy. It's made us blind to truth, defy an excuse, cause lies and abuse, so our minds can't choose, designed so we lose control of reality, lose trust, and lose ourselves. Like poisonous gas that wraps around our lungs so we can't breathe or yell for help. So she asks me, what is hate? It's made men turn on each other, cock the gun and hold at gunpoint. It's made scapegoats so we blame folks for our faults while our fingers point. It's made innocent lives grow closed eyes while enclosed in mask of lies, by making teenage girls cry because their body size will never suit your eyes. It's made us wish we were someone else, force us into plastic surgery, erasing cultural history and earned video imagery, our burglar of an identity. It's tricked us into believing that we're too fat, too ugly, and not white enough. It racially profiles to force people to sit in the back of the bus. It's made men call women bitches, who in turn call other women bitches. It's burned bridges to the point where I don't know which is wrong or right. It's made us colorblind, only seeing black and white, planting racism and bigotry from racial tensions and fights. Again, she asks me, what is hate? It's taught 18-year-old boys how to use a gun while in the same field stands 5-year-old children who are taught to shoot someone. It's made victims of abusive fathers do the same to their own daughters. It's made men boost their masculinity by exploiting another's femininity. It's built glass ceilings and turned cast nuisance and not allowed signs. It's raised narrow-minded babies who make the literacy past the one kind. It controls the schools and media through propaganda, teaching us the enemy when we don't question or raise our hand up. Still, she asks me, what is hate? It's caused school shootings, injustice, rape, and genocide. It's made innocent lives die and innocent mothers and wives cry. It screams some words, fuck you, bitch, stupid, and no homo. It's a KKK logo, it's a history book's photo. It's written Jim Crow laws, Indian removal, and Asian exclusion acts. It's enslaved our past, while embraced the cage in our path. It's made categories of fears appear, making us wish for nothing, making us to clear the mirrors by end of perseverance. 500 years of slavery when oppression, parents failing to give their children direction. It's confessions behind closed doors of elections that politicians never mention. It's literacy prevention, a Filipino veteran offension, stereotypes with dimension, character inventions, all being fucked by white supremacy's erection. So what is hate? It's something that my 5-year-old niece can't feel. For her, it's a man-made social construct, so it isn't real. It's an empty word, insignificant, powerless, and nameless. Now I'm just waiting for the rest of the world to follow, so we don't know what hate is. Let's no longer know what hate is. Ruby Ibarra, bow.
Okay. Ruby put it to you. Hate. Hate. The word hate. But not so much hate today as is ignorance, which feeds upon hate. Ignorance creates hate. And today I have a topic a video I'm going to get to that really kind of closes all this together. Today's video burns my soul because of the ignorance of people and the backwards thinking. The first thing that upsets me, and this morning, and I'm about to, before we get at this, in a minute I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna kill them in sales today, them young boys. But first let me get back to what my thought is. The first thing that upsets me is how the white Western world over years has positioned the thinking and thought of white being the standard of beauty. And this deceptive thinking is embedded in many cultures and communities across the world. And it seems unavoidable, absolutely unavoidable. However, there is hope. There is hope in the event of social media platforms like YouTube and YouTubers like myself and others out there that are a hell of a lot more popular than me. Social engines like YouTube. The truth about the black man is breaking through the mindset of people trapped in this years of white colonialism, and there's a lot of it. Now, as this relates to the Philippines, which is the topic this station is centered around, and Filipinos, it's even more confusing to me because of the really truly the origin of the Filipino people, and the origin of how Filipinos and blacks parallel so much. As you know, Filipinos, they began like this. This is the original Filipino, as you see. This here. Right. And this one. These are the original Filipinos. And as you can see, that is about as close to black as you can get. This is about as close to black as you can get. And the Filipinos are not that far removed from these colors today. They're not that far the colors today. So there are a lot of parallels with African Americans and Filipinos. And any Filipino worth his soul can tell you about their origin. And even more than that, during the American Filipino War, a war that American history seems to hide or disgrace or not talk about, keep under the rams, where the United States came in and slaughtered so many Filipinos. And in doing that, there was a soldier that, a true warrior, a leader among men. And I did a video on this a while ago if you want to hear more about it. His name is David Fagan. And he actually was a part of the slaughter of Filipinos, but he understood that it wasn't really the Filipinos he was fighting against. It was the American system and American culture and the way of living, how they want to come in and deplete and colonize a country and make it their own. So what he did is he defected. He was the leader of the Buffalo Soldiers. And do your research on the Buffalo Soldiers. They were killers. They were real warriors. And he defected that group and became a captain with the Filipino army and kicked American soldiers' ass and became a captain. And now he's a fixture there. Now they came after him like white people always do, racist white people always do, but he defected the country and got away. I want to show you a picture of this warrior, of this brother, David Fagan. This is him here. Again, I did a video on him a while back. Go back and look at my previous videos if you want to know more about this true warrior and Buffalo Soldier. These stories are all part of a long history between blacks and Filipinos and why they parallel. And that's what makes this whole thing confusing to me, because with that, I just don't see how they got to the point of this coloralism, and it's quite confusing to me. Wow. With that being said, I think I almost want to call out some of my superhero YouTubers and subscribers, like Original Man, who watches this channel occasionally and comments, and I really appreciate that guy and all others who comment about it. And Original Man is one that comments on all of the he supports all black YouTubers, and I really appreciate you doing that, brother. But I call on Calvin Roach Sunshine Shoulders, who's been in the Philippines a long time, Black Filipino, who's been here a long time, to help me understand this colorism in the Philippines. Because even my Filipino girlfriend can relate to it, but the answers that she give me is shallow when it comes to that. It's, you know, what she said was traditionally what any Filipino would say. Blacks are more caring, more generous, and not rude. She thinks that the white man is a lot more ruder than the African American man, and things like that. But that's really shallow. So I really can't get her to tell me the core. Either she just don't know. And I think a lot of Filipinos are just kind of a little ignorant, not to mean it in a bad way, a little ignorant about, you know, the black man versus the white man, and they shouldn't know, because that's not their thing. This is the bullshit that comes from America, that comes here, and the fact that the white man over years, the Caucasian, with his colonization of different cultures, has and even in Africa has changed the mindset of many people in that culture to believe that white is in the standard of beauty. And with that being said, I saw a video, and that's what this whole thing comes to a head at. I saw a video from a Filipino. As you know, I've done a couple of videos about, recently about the black man becoming more and more popular in the Philippines. And when I saw this video here, I wanted to, it burnt me up. It burnt me up because I just cannot understand how, again, Filipinos feel the way they do, and how they just don't get it. But as you know, things are changing. Like I say, through the event of social media and platforms like this and others, where they can really see the truth. They're behind, but they're catching up. So I'm gonna do I did a reaction video to this video, and I'm gonna let you guys see this video in just a second. Hold for me 1 second. Let y'all see this video in 1 second. Hold tight. Hold tight. I'll be with you guys in one shake. Hold on. Here we go here. Right here. Here we go here. All right. All right, guys. This is a video here that I'm going to play in a minute.
Look at that.
I want y'all to see. I want y'all to see this video. So
why
let's hold up. God damn it. Let's see. Here we go. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. This is struggle streaming here just a little bit here, as they say. And we're gonna react. We're gonna react to this video here. All right, so let's get after it. Now this is what confuses me, and this is what I want my superhero YouTubers to help us understand as we African Americans. Because as you know, there are 300,000 of U.S. Americans in the Philippines. 300,000. Some of them Filipino Americans, a lot of them white Americans, and there are some black Americans in the Philippines out of those 300,000. That's a recent stat. So let's get after it.
Why are a lot of Filipinos afraid to date?
Now this video is from Filipino DZ, and the topic of her video is, why are a lot of Filipinos afraid to date black men? Now this video is full of stereotypes that needs to be dispelled. A lot of ignorance, unfortunately, and just what it is. And we as blacks can't do anything but help change the narrative. So anyway, let's get after it.
And marry black men. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the fourth question that I will answer for my 2023 year-end special. So thank you to my viewer Link1111 for throwing this question to me, which is very interesting, by the way, because I think this is the right time to address this question or topic, since this is already part of my, should I say, future topics. I already have the plan to discuss this in the future, but I just don't know when. But I appreciate this question because this is a good one, especially knowing that there are also black men who go to the Philippines to work here, to date Filipinas as well, to retire and live. So to my viewer Link1111, get ready and I will answer your question with the best of my knowledge. And you know guys, I love sweets, but I don't sugarcoat things here. So get ready for all of the bluntness and just honesty.
So she's gonna share some blunt and honest answers. That's gonna push back on a lot of the things that I've been saying. So let's hear it.
In regards with my answers, without further ado, this is the first reason and the number one reason why a lot of Filipinas not really won't date, but afraid to date and marry black men. It's because of the white skin is better mentality.
See, let's pause that right there. White men is better. And all that is thinking just what I just finished saying. Thoughts from years ago, colonization, where white is right, and they think white is better than black, and she'll tell you more.
In that more, if this is your first time to check out videos in YouTube, or you want to learn more about Filipinas and Filipinos, Philippines, and you never heard of this before. In the Philippines, guys, we have this colonial mentality of white skin is better. So the beauty standard here is having white skin. Having white skin in the Philippines is still an very in thing, something that a lot of Filipinos, yeah, even the men, wish to have, okay? Because there are a lot of people here see the white skin as a social status symbol, and also it is definitely still a standard of beauty here. Okay, so that is for the number one reason. For number two, which is the continuation of number one, this is just based on my observation, okay? So there are many Caucasian men, all right? So there are many Caucasian men than the black men here.
Okay.
In my
so let's pause it right there. So number one, that just shows you is more ignorance than reality, because there are more white men over the years that have come to the Philippines, so they're more familiar with white expats versus blacks coming there. Far more whites than blacks, particularly in the areas of Cebu and Manila, in areas like that. And if you go to the provinces, there's hardly any of the two of them there. But if any, there's going to be a white one. And a lot of times, not even an American. So a lot of them haven't even seen any body other than Filipinos. So us coming there as African Americans is truly new to them. So they haven't had an opportunity to meet us. But again, I've emphasized with the social media and us coming there, they're falling in love with blacks just like they are anyone else. It's not about so much black, it's about dollars and money initially. That's what it's about initially, and then the love comes in. But let's continue.
See, for example, of course, there are black men professionals or expats who are black here. They work here and whatnot. But to give you a ratio of the black men and the white men that I see, it is 3 out of 10. So there are more white men than the black men. But it doesn't mean that Filipinos won't date black men, okay? It just happened that whatever Filipinos see, right? Like they see white men more than black men. So eventually they will date who they see, right? Like, if it is the other way around, then probably, Filipinas will date black men more than the white guys. So the third reason is it could be a lot of Caucasian men prefers the beauty and the attitude of Filipinas based on what they hear from others, and therefore they go to the Philippines, Thailand, and other Asian countries.
Okay, now I'm going to respond to that too. A lot of you brothers out there, y'all ain't checking for Filipinos. A lot of brothers are checking for Asian women, but a lot of brothers like a more curvier woman, so they lean more toward Latin America or these sisters or so the DR or where more African ethnicities are, not so much the Asians. So that kind of explains what she's saying there.
You blame them if the Caucasian men would say, oh, I heard that Filipina beauty and characteristics are so traditional, and yes, I think most men who are ready to be a provider, head of the family, are looking for traditional women. And many of you also said that you are tired of Western women because they are too bossy and they are not really traditional anymore. Okay, but anyway, that is for number 3. Okay, so number 4, the fourth reason is white men are more financially capable to go to my country. This is just my assumption, guys. Like, it makes sense, right? It could be because many white men can afford to buy a plane ticket. And it's so shocking for me to learn that, oh my goodness, one plane ticket from, for example, US or Canada to the Philippines, oh my goodness, it's just so expensive, ridiculously. I don't know if you can say it's overpriced, I don't know, but for me it's just, wow, that's whooping thousands of pesos there. Okay, but anyway,
okay.
To continue.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there, and I'm gonna call cap there. There are a lot of white men who can afford to go there, but there are a huge amount of blacks and Africans, American men that could come to the Philippines, but they don't do it because they love the American style. They love African American women here, or again, they love women over there, and they're not just checking for Asian women. Only some of us are checking for Asian women, and the ones that are financially able will get there. So it's not so much, because there are plenty of blacks in the United States that make large bag, like a lot of money, and can get over there and lickety-split. But they have to have a reason. And a lot of brothers are not checking for Asian women because they don't have the body type they got. They got the traditional way of style and living and culture, but they can get that from Latin America or the DR or somewhere else. Or some of them simply don't give a shit about tradition. They just on the plantation bullshit. Like some of my close friends and family. Won't call no names. But anyway, let's go from here. Keep it going.
No offense, if you're a black guy watching this, no offense to the black men, but even me, I wonder why there are more white men than black men in the Philippines, even in my city.
For the reason I just told you, some are not even wanting to come there, and others are just not interested in Asian women. Okay, girl?
So to continue, I'm trying not to laugh because this is true. But anyway, they say it's a rumor. For number 5, it's the rumor that makes the Filipinas feel afraid or are afraid to date and marry black men. It's because the rumor that the black man will make a Filipina use a wheelchair. Okay, so let's insert the movie White Chicks. If you have seen that movie, I forgot the name of the guy. It's Terry, right? Terry, yeah, the guy there, Terry Crews, the actor. Well, it was just a funny movie because I was watching that with my girls, and it's just I love at that part where, you know, someone pushed a white girl who is in a wheelchair. But anyway, you know what I mean, guys. So for this reason, yeah, they say that the black man got bigger, bigger tools down there.
Okay, that's funny. Just like she say, and truly, all sincerity, you know, that boosts the black man ego, but that's more of a myth than truth. But you know, to each his own. We won't get into that one.
Will make a Filipina capable of walking, something like that. So
y'all need to get over that one.
Spread that rumor, I don't know. So that's for number 5. I feel so sensitive when I
you should
talk about this. But anyway, okay. So number 6. Let's move on. For number 6, it's not about the Filipinas anymore, but it could be you as a man, as the guy, white or black man, whatever, Latino or Asian. It could be you are in the wrong time, at the wrong place, and talking to a wrong Filipina. It just the timing itself, just the place. And so what I'm trying to say here is, I think when you are at the wrong place, you are in a desperation, you are desperate looking for a Filipina, you are at the wrong time, you will really fall to a wrong Filipina or meet the wrong person. So I hope you got my point there. For number 7, if you believe in the law of attraction, divine timing and such, you know what I mean. If I say you have this energy of lacking energy, or you feel that there's something lacking in your life, and an energy of being needy all at the same time. So what happens is you are sending this message to the highest creator, to the universe. You're sending a message with a lot of pressure. You're telling the universe that it should do something so that you can meet the woman you like. You're giving pressure message that I'm in a hurry, do something about this. I don't trust the divine timing or divine intervention anymore. I don't trust the divine process anymore. I'm so tired of this. I don't like this. Okay, so you know, if I am universe, oh boy, I feel that you don't trust me enough to do my job, and you don't trust the process, and you're being too pushy, and so I'm gonna skip you. Might just go to the other guy who trusts me more, trusts the divine timing and process. Okay, so I hope you got my point there. Okay? The number 8 reason why I would say Filipinas, or a lot of Filipinas, are scared or afraid to date and marry black men is because they are being too judgmental. A lot of Filipinas judge you based on your skin color.
I would agree with that one. That one there.
I know you might not like this as a black guy, like, oh, so Filipinas are judgmental about skin color.
That's just basically
they don't put everyone in the same basket.
That's just basically the ignorance of a Filipino, and the fact that they need more awareness about, you know, the whole world as they are learning. That's just complete ignorance. But let's go ahead.
Like what I've said, many Filipinas would judge you based on their skin color. Even here, Filipinos judge another Filipinos based on our skin color. So you are not an exception to the rule, okay? So going back, after you talk to a Filipina, she learned that you are a black guy, she would just suddenly ghost you, or she will not reply. And I know that is so rude, and I don't like it. That is so disrespectful, right? Well, she could have just told you, nah, she's not ready to be in a relationship, then, you know, stop replying, or she didn't even respond to you anymore. But the truth is, she is scared to tell you that she prefers a white guy than a black man.
And that could be true.
So just a reminder for everyone.
You know, everybody don't like everybody.
Looking for a Filipina. Some Filipinas would still talk to you, of course, even you're a black guy, you know. But be careful because she could be a scammer. You never know, right? Unless you talk to them. And because you are looking desperately for a Filipina, okay, let's say, so you have this, you are now wearing these rose-colored glasses, and you're
okay.
so
I'm gonna move that one up a little bit. You know, as she goes on.
Because of what we hear in the news.
So that's it right there.
Probably this is not your first time to
black men are more in the news.
Okay,
bad image.
More. A lot of black men are more shown in the news or social media and internet in the Philippines, the local news, and they are always linked to illegal drugs or activities.
And that's the racism in America.
Overstaying here, probably.
That's the racism in America that has transcended across the world, and they believe that, but we're changing that image
from the authorities in their countries, right? Or wherever they came from. So those Filipinos who have seen the news will start to think that the black men are dangerous. I know this sounds so discriminating.
It's
not some. There's racism there, but you have to understand as well, have an open mind that you cannot really blame them at all because of the news. Okay, and I know this sounds so unfair for you if you are a black guy. Okay, but there are also white men who are involved in illegal activities and crimes locally. But the problem is maybe they are not that exposed too much. They are not frequently shown or shown in social media, in the news and television. So the black men have there's more heavier judgment on the black men. And for you, Link, the mythical creatures that I've said before, but you have mentioned about the capre, the big dark guy living in the trees. You said that maybe it can be because of what the grandmothers have told the Filipinas, right? So
yeah, see, that's a bunch of the
basis.
That's a bunch of mythical bullshit there.
Scared or afraid to date black men.
Mythical bullshit.
So, Link, there you go. These are my answers to your questions.
All right.
And to everyone, to the rest of you, I hope you like
right there.
Have reactions regarding.
I'm going to pause it right there, guys. And I'd like for you guys to comment in the video and below on this video and let me know what you think. And if you know any of your larger YouTubers like Calvin Roach Sunshine, Richie Mack, Zoom to Thailand, anyone that's actually been there for a long time that could chime in on this subject of colorization and why Asian women in the Philippines, and maybe in Thailand as well, feel the way they do. Because I believe things are changing as us more mobile, affluent black men begin to travel and get our passports. Again, thank you very much for chiming in to 8,000 Miles Away. I want to like, share, subscribe, and like Angry Man say, guys, y'all hit the Cash App so I can get these videos going and give you more and more value for your time and better quality. So hit the Cash App. It's in my description below. 8,000 Miles Away, or a super chat or anything to help grow the station. But I love you all. Have a great week. Happy New Year to you. And I absolutely wish you the best. Y'all take care.